Do. Welcome to Miss Topsy's Creations. Okay, today I'm going to unbox this Cricut vinyl paper holder thing that someone posted and said I could use this if I'm not good at cutting. And if anybody knows me knows I cannot cut a straight line, child. So any help I can get, I'm going to try. So I was told for my graduation stole that this is a great paper holder and cutter. It's made to hold vinyl, 13-inch vinyl, so that it will be lovely for me. So let's get into it. All right, so it's like Christmas to me because I'll be forgetting what I ordered. So the first thing I got was some pegs because I got a new pegboard up, but that's a video for another day. So here it is. It's Cricut roller holder, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, cool. This may be the business. So you're gonna see me fighting with some tape for a minute, but well, okay. Anyway, this was a great idea. I thought, I was like, let me try it. I can't cut straight lines, so this will help me with cutting. As you saw in the other video, the previous video, I just rolled my paper out and measure and then cut. So this should be great for me. Well, and I got the directions because, you know, we don't like reading directions, but I'm going to read the directions because I don't know what's going on with this thing. But it looks very easy, very obvious what to do. I'm thinking you just put the paper in and you put it through the little paper guide and there it is. So I'm going to put my paper in. Now this is a roll sublimation paper that I got off Amazon. And I put it in and it fit perfectly. And I was like, okay, this is a good look. This is going to work. Then I get my paper out and I can't figure out how to get the paper in now. I'm not dumb by a long shot. And I know I should just be able to slide this paper in. But y'all, this paper was not going in. And I'm like, okay, is anything stuck in it? Why can't I get the paper in? Let me pull a little bit more out. Then I try it again. And I'm like, why can't I get this paper in? Got to be smarter than a 5th grader. And I am. So I should be able to figure out how to get this paper in. So I'm already red flag. Already. First go, red flag, honey. So I'm looking at the directions again to make sure that it's not me and that it's this thing. But the directions ain't really saying nothing because it's self-explanatory. You put the paper in, then you put it in the guide. And I said, well, let me move this around. Let me see. Maybe it's blocking it. But it's not. So, you know, I refer to my instructions again. And I'm like, nah, no, I can do this. So we're going to try it again. And so I said, all right, well, maybe this shouldn't matter, but let me put the paper in this way. And I was like, I know this ain't going to make a difference. But guess what? It made a difference. Look at that. Paper went in. No problem. Like, what? But okay. So, I don't know why they always give you all this stuff. I had 2 boxes. I don't know, but it's all right. So, I'm going to get this paper and I'm going to measure it out and I'm going to test out the cutter to see if it actually cuts a straight line. And I needed to print out another graduation stole. So we're going to work this out. We're going to try it. So what you see me doing now is setting it up so I can use my self-healing mat. Yeah, disclaimer. I called it a life-size mat in my other video. It is clearly a self-healing mat. Okay. Back to it. So I'm going to pull the paper out and I realize it's too hard to pull the paper out. So I realized then this thing ain't gonna work for me because I don't want to fight it. If the paper would have just came out, I'd have been fine, but it didn't just come out for me. So I just cut the little piece off and I was done with it. Am I sending it back to Amazon and Diz? I definitely am. But then I had another thought. I have this paper cutter that I got from Michael's. I don't remember how much it was, but I said I'm going to try it because I should be able to get it in and cut it. So we're going to try to see. So right here, I'm just measuring out my paper again because with the thing from Michael, the cutter from Michael's, I actually have to put it on the paper. So there it is. Came right from Michael's. Wasn't that much. It extends out, so I'm not even really sure what size paper it holds. I've had it for a long time. This is actually my second one. Like most crafters, I lost my other ones. I couldn't find them. Instead of just really going through all my junk and finding it, I just bought another one. So, don't talk about me too much. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to put the paper in. And I know it's a little wrinkle right there. This is just a test, so don't be on me too much on that part. But I'm getting the paper out. I'm trying to measure it to make sure it's the size that I need. You'll see me pull out my ruler again. Trying to make sure I have at least 35 inches and then a couple extra inches. So like 37 inches is what I need. And it looks good. So I'm going to cut it. You might see me measure again just to be safe. Y'all know I got trust issues. So right here, I'm cutting it. Just slide that little thing, the little cutter across it, wow. And boom, it did it. It cut my paper. Do not disturb. There's a straight line. I ain't really have to cut it that many times. I ain't have to move that thing that many times.
No, you should have came through.
Sometime, but it did the job, and my paper was cut without a problem. So this other thing from Cricut, it's going back to Amazon. It's a great idea. I think maybe my roll paper was too heavy for it. It's made from vinyl. And this is what I have is 13 by 300 inches. So I really think it was just too heavy for it.
I can't really cut on that.
Now you see me measuring it yet again because you can't measure too much for sure. And it's that trust issue I told you. I have trust issues with myself. But there it is. If your roll is not as heavy as mine, this Cricut vinyl roller may be for you, but it just wasn't doing what I needed it to do. And that's the Miss Topsy Creation Show.